In this video, we'll be completing the project for Module 2. You need to go back to the File System View tab and then open up the project notebook. And you should attempt these exercises before you look at the solutions and before watching this video. All right, so let's get started. There's just a few exercises here. It says using the English language, implement the command bake a chocolate cake. So this command is analogous to, like, say, some Python code, and we are going to be the ones implementing it. So with Python, there's many different implementations. That means they can take a command, as long as they get the final task correct, then that is what matters. It doesn't matter how you get there, but you need to make this task complete. So there's different ways of baking a chocolate cake. So there's many different correct answers here. As long as we end up with a chocolate cake, we're fine. So we can just list out the commands. I'm going to change this cell to Markdown and just write the commands here. We could say mix together, eggs, flour, milk, and chocolate in a bowl. That could be step 1. Step 2 is grease a pan with butter. So maybe we need to get the pan first, but step 3, add mixture to pan. Step 4 is maybe we need to heat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then step 5 is bake, or just maybe put pan in oven for 30 minutes. Okay, so this will get us a chocolate cake. And again, there are many different ways to get there. We can, change the ingredients, maybe do things in a little bit different order, like grease the pan first. But as long as we get the chocolate cake, we can, or we could just mix ingredients together in a different order as well. So maybe just do the flour and eggs first, then do the milk, and then finally the chocolate. But so this is my implementation of this command. You can have your own implementation. That's fine. As long as the end result is a chocolate cake, we're good to go. Now, exercise 2, true or false. The implementation of a computer language holds the specific rules for what each command means precisely. It is the ground truth of what is meant by the language. Okay, that's actually false. That's not the implementation. That's the specification. So the specification is, you can think of the word specific, is the specific set of rules and definitions of what the language means. So when you see a single line of code, we can interpret that correctly. We know exactly what that means. It is the ground truth. So what is specifically meant by baking a cake? What needs to be produced at the end? Maybe thinking about multiplication is an easier task, right? So when we write 5 times 9, when we write this statement, we need to get 45. It doesn't matter how we get 45, but we must get 45 with our implementation. The specification is saying it's going to be 45 no matter what. It's up to whoever is implementing the programming language to end up with that 45. So maybe you add together 5 9 times, or you add 9 to itself, add 5 9 times, or add 9 together 5 times. However you want, you need to get 45 as the result. All right, exercise 3. Which one of the following is invalid Python syntax? So we have 5 with a bunch of spaces plus 8, 5 plus 8 without a space, 5 is greater than or equal to 3, and then 5 greater than space equal to 3. So it's the last one that is incorrect. You can't have an operator, you can't have a space in between your operator. So Python needs to read this together as greater than or equal to. It doesn't know what to do here. So this is a syntax error. So it is the last one that is invalid. All the others are valid. You could have any amounts of space between your number and your operator, or no space whatsoever. So it's this last one, which is invalid. All right, so that does it for the project for Module 2.